For me, the possibility of a new year and all the books that I can read in it is a very exciting prospect. Going into 2026, I have been so excited to pick out books that I really want to read this year that really interest me, because 2025 was not my best reading year. It was a very mixed bag. I read some good ones, but mostly ones that were just very meh, mediocre, nothing that's gonna stick with me, and that's a bummer. But again, that's why I'm so excited for this year, and I have been planning, trying to pick books that I want to read, and today I'm going to tell you about the top 10 books that are on my radar for 2026, books that I will be reading, mark my words, and I'm so stoked for, so let's talk about them. The first book we have on this list is Circe by Madeline Miller. I bought this in 2023 to buddy read with my friend Allie, and now it's 2026 and it's still sitting here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. This is the same author as Song of Achilles, so it is just another Greek mythology retelling, and boy, do I love Greek mythology. I just like any fiction book that is any sort of Greek mythology-esque retelling, anything like it, and I want to read more of them this year, but this is the main one on my list because I just know I'm gonna love it, and why am I holding off? I don't know. I can't tell you anything about it because I don't know, but I know that it's gonna be fantastic, so looking forward to it. Next up, we have one that I actually bought on New Year's Day because I am just so excited for it. The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff. This apparently is a debut novel, and it's just fantastic. It gets rave reviews on Goodreads, like to the point that it's kind of shocking that so many people think it's so great. It's been recommended to me by multiple people. I had a conversation with a girl at Barnes & Noble on New Year's about how much she loved it and just immediately bought it. It's apparently this book about multi-generational family trauma. It apparently has not a perfect ending, which I'm excited for. Lots of people say that they sobbed over it. It just sounds like it's going to be heartbreaking but beautiful, and that's what I love. I'm really into just like general fiction books these days and lit fic, and any book that is sad, it's going to pull at my heartstrings and make me just like feel something, get something out of it. That's what I'm looking for this year, so I am so looking forward to this. The next one on my list is The Beach by Alex Garland. I don't know a whole lot about this one. I bought it last year because it's one of my dad's favorite books, and he's told me to read it for a long time. I saw this beautiful version of it and decided to get it. Based on the back, it says it's a classic coming-of-age novel telling of a paradise found and lost, and one of the blurbs says that Lord of the Flies lurks at the root of this novel. So it says it's kind of thrilling, it's fiction, but it's like going to keep you on the edge of your seat, and I think it's just going to be a really cool thing to experience a book that is so important to my dad and that he's talked to me about for so many years, so that's why it's on this list. I really hope I love it. The next book I have on this list is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. This is one that I've wanted to read since it came out a couple of years ago, and I was recently lucky enough to be able to get it, and it just sounds really heartbreaking, if I'm going to be honest. It is a fictional tale about these college campus murders of these women. I don't know much past that. It takes place in the 1970s, but it just combines a few things that I love, which are true crime, even though it's not true crime, but that type of vibe. It's fiction, and it's going to be a heavy, hard-hitting book, so I expect to really enjoy it. I hope it's not too heavy that I can't finish it, but I don't see that happening, so I am really, really hopeful for this one. Next up, we have one that I've been waiting ages for. It's not out yet, but we have Heartstopper Volume 6, which I could just cry because it is that final book in our Heartstopper series, and if you know anything about me, you know that Heartstopper is part of like the core of who I am. It's just so important to me, just following Nick and Charlie in their journey with their friends. And it's going to end this year, but I know it's just going to be beautiful. I know Alice Oseman is going to do just the most fantastic job, and I cannot wait for it to come out and for me to get my hands on it. The next one we have is a classic that I've been meaning to read for so long. I literally have a poster of it on my wall, but have I read it? No, but that changes this year. We have A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. I don't know the whole story of this one, but I know it takes place in New York following this young girl growing up there. Again, it's a coming of age, which I love a coming of age, and I really hope I love this one. I don't know like how old the English is. I don't think it should be too hard to understand because it's not too old of a book, but we shall see, because that can kind of ruin a classic for me sometimes, but I guess we'll find out, and I'll let you guys know when that time comes. Next up, we have Target's 2025 book of the year that I know I am just going to love, and that is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. There's one reason and one reason only why I have not read this yet, because I did buy it last June when it came out. That reason being that once I'm done with it, I don't have another Taylor Jenkins Reid book in this universe, and that breaks my heart. That literally makes me so sad that I can't handle it, so I haven't been able to face the reality of reading this and having that happen to me. Maybe that's silly, but like, I just love this universe so much that I can't bear the thought of not having it anymore. She sounds dramatic, but she's not. So anyway, I know I'm gonna love it. Everyone I know has told me I'm going to adore it. It's just a matter of when. So sometime in 2026, probably very soon, because I can't wait much longer. The next book on this list is a pretty big one that I'm a little bit afraid of, and that is House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. Sure. I've had this one now for a bit, and it's been one that I've avoided because I am scared. I'm scared. Yeah, so this book is like a horror book that is read in such a specific way. Apparently there's multiple ways to read it, and I'm just terrified that I won't understand it. I'll try and show you like the way. No, that's not working. That's not working. But it's like you have pages that have like 10 words on them, but then others that have like red ink, and others that are like actual words like normal on a book, but then others that are like reports. And then you have pages like this. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? I don't know. So I think I might have to like find somebody to buddy read this with, because I don't know if I'll understand it otherwise. But I've heard it's fantastic, so I want to challenge myself this year. Even if it takes me a long time to read, I want to challenge myself. Okay. Alright, we have two more, the next one being The Hole We're In by Gabrielle Zevin. Why do I have this one on my list? Well, it's by the author of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and if you know me, you know that's my favorite book, so why have I not read her other books yet? Great question. That's gonna happen this year. I'm gonna read this one and possibly The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery, I think is what it's called. I don't ever really hear much about Gabrielle Zevin's other books, but like, I just feel if I love Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow as much as I do, I should adore these. So she's on the list. It's a cute cover. I am excited. It feels like a summer read to me, so maybe we'll read it then. And don't ask me what it's about. We all know I go into my books blind. The final book on this list is one that might be exciting to some people. It's one that I've avoided for many, many years, but I think the time has finally come to read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This could go one of a few ways. I read ACOTAR. I did not like ACOTAR, but I've been told this one's better. I've been told this one is more up my alley by people that know me and my reading taste. I've been told it has more of a YA feel to it. I've been told that it's more entertaining. It also feels like it's just a story that would be more interesting to me than ACOTAR. So I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna see. We'll read one book, maybe two, give it a shot. And maybe I'll end up loving it. Who knows? But I'm weary. I'm hesitant. I'm a little afraid, but I'm gonna give it a go. And you guys are gonna follow me along for it, so just wait for that. But we'll see. Well, this one's kind of out there for me. This one was a big one for me. We're doing it. 2026 is the year. Okay. All right, that was 10 books that I am determined, absolutely going to read in 2026. I'm challenging myself. I'm forcing myself. No ifs, ands, or buts. Those are going to all be on my Goodreads 2026 list when we're at the end of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on any of these books, I would love to hear it. If any of them are a mistake and I should take them off the list now, let me know ASAP. If you want to be friends, all my socials are linked down below as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.